You want to get over to our meteorologist Amber Lee, though, on this Friday morning with more on our forecast. We are ready to enjoy this week. It's going to be so beautiful.
Yeah, it's going to be really nice, especially because it's going to be a little bit warmer, but not too hot. So here's a look. We've opened up the windows already for you for our next weather sphere. Looking outside, this is our Mount Wilson camera. We're looking at the clouds. So the clouds have slowly started to fill in now that the sun has come up. But what's happening with our weather pattern, we're going to probably stay about the same for the next few days. So really little day-to-day changes. But what we're watching for is this guy right here, this high pressure system. We've been talking about it as it gets closer and closer to us. So as it gets a little bit closer, this is what's going to start to change our weather pattern and start to break it up from what we've been seeing for the last few days. But I do want to give our friends up in the mountains in the Big Bear area a shout out. Bear Valley Unified headed back to school today. Yes, first day of school on August 1st. They have more than 2,200 students in the entire district. And then they are looking at highs today as they're getting ready for the school year. It's going to be about 81 degrees. So it's going to be really nice. It's going to be sunny. And then I was looking at their calendar and I was wondering why they go back to school so early. They have a 2-week fall break, which is in October. So that's kind of cool. But here's a quick look at what's happening for the rest of Southern California, because a lot of our school districts, especially in the Inland Empire, they go back next week. So it's slowly starting. Here's a look at our conditions right now. We are starting to see a little bit more of the clouds near the coast. Some of it has filtered inland. So here's a look at Orange County. You could see that we are looking at temperatures this morning a little bit more mild because of the clouds. So Huntington Beach and then also Santa Ana looking at a little bit more of that cloud cover. And then Anaheim, we are looking at gray skies here, and then the clouds have actually filtered into Yorba Linda. So once the sun came up, we slowly started to see the clouds push in. So Yorba Linda was clear this morning, and then you can see this morning it's starting to work its way, starting to creep into the Inland Empire, but not too far inland. It's still pretty clear in Ontario, and we're also looking at clear skies in San Bernardino area. And then here's a look at our foothill communities. So as I mentioned, we're starting to see some clouds push into Pasadena, and then we are also looking at clouds for downtown LA, but it hasn't made its way into the San Fernando Valley. So we're definitely looking at clear skies here. And then of course we have the clouds near the coast for Malibu and then also for Santa Monica. All right, so I'm going to clear away the clouds and then show you what we're going to see once the clouds clear temperature wise, because it will be just a little bit warmer once you get away from the coast, but not by too much. It's actually going to feel pretty nice. We're talking about temperatures for the Long Beach area in the high 70s. We'll have some low 70s for Manhattan Beach and also for Santa Ana. And then for the Woodland Hills area, we're looking at temperatures in the high 90s. Pasadena today, 88 once the clouds clear, lots of sunshine. And then Glendora, you're looking at temperatures today topping out at 90 degrees. So from Glendora on into the Inland Empire, this is where we start to see a little bit more of those 90s. We're going to see those low 90s for Ontario, and then we have those high 90s for areas like Lake Elsinore, and then also for San Bernardino. And then for Mission Viejo, we're looking at temperatures in the low 80s, just like Santa Ana. Okay, so here's a look at what happens today as we head into the rest of the weekend. We're going to start to see a little bit more of the low clouds and fog also start to pick back up each night and morning. But again, it's going to start to shrink just a little bit more. All right, so for the Bear Valley Unified School District, as I mentioned, we're looking at temperatures topping at 81 today. But this morning, grab that jacket because it is a little bit chilly. Temperatures are topping out in the high 30s. Our weather headlines show that, again, near normal conditions, that shrinking marine layer, high pressure will begin to shift a little bit more to the west. And then we are looking at a big warming trend as we head into the end of next week. And I just want to show you how hot it's going to get. So by the time we head into Thursday of next week, LA and Orange County, you're going to see some 90s. And then for the valleys, we're going to start to see some triple digits. But pretty much we stay about the same up until Tuesday. It's next Wednesday and Thursday things really start to warm up. Back to you.
Sounds good, Amber. Thank you. Let's get you started for your Friday morning commute. It's looking pretty good out there. We'll go with Friday light in certain spots. We do have some issues out there slowing you down, and of course some red popping up because it is right about that time we start to see that increase. Good news though, 60 west before Santa Anita Avenue, that crash cleared up. Lanes are now open. The backup is still out of the City of Industry, but now it's a 7-minute delay from Hacienda to Santa Anita. If you want to avoid it, just because, you can take the 10 freeway heading westbound instead. The 210 is also open as an alternate route too. Here's a look at the rest of LA. We've got lots of green out there. The 105 though is still slow as you make your way toward LAX. 16-minute ride from the 710 over to Crenshaw. And a reminder, last year there were a ton of noise complaints about this. So I want to just give you the heads up with our next traffic forecast. Hard Summer Tour is happening this weekend. Hollywood Park Saturday and Sunday. The 105, the 110, the 405 could be impacted in some capacity. And just a heads up in case it gets a little noisy out there. Chris, back to you.
Put on those earplugs.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, Kalyna.
Now you can get your KCAL news, weather, and live stream all in one place on the CBS News app. Download it free today.